What does a successful case manufacturer do when a new iPhone launches and it still fits in the existing cases? They launch new colors. This is the new UAG case for iPhone 6 and 6S in Cobalt Blue. The other two new colors are Magma Red and Ash Gray, and they both feature this shiny, transparent finish. UAG was kind enough to send me this case for review, and in this review we'll touch on what's different in the transparent cases versus the solid colors, and also highlight why this is still my top recommendation for a slim but tough iPhone case. With the transparent material, you can easily see the S badge on the iPhone 6S, and it also makes it easier to see the Apple logo if that's important to you. The most noticeable difference in this version of the case is the glossy finish. Even after only using this case for a few days, I already have picked up several scratches with really light use. The solid color version is my daily driver, and although it's seen a lot of abuse, you can barely see any scratches on it. On the solid color case, the screws provide a way to fuse together the TPU lining and the outer polycarbonate shell. On this one, however, the screws are your only TPU inner lining since the case is transparent. I do prefer to have the entire inside of the case lined with the honeycomb pattern TPU instead of relying on only 5 TPU shock points that the phone comes in contact with. The lack of TPU lining also makes the case more rigid and therefore makes installing and removing your iPhone a bit more challenging. Realistically, the honeycomb pattern on the transparent case is probably just for looks this time around, instead of providing a huge surface area for shock absorption like the solid color case. With that being said, I'm being extremely picky here, and installing your iPhone in this case is still very easy. The silver-backed iPhones look great against the transparent blue material, and removing your iPhone is still best accomplished by focusing on the more flexible corner by the volume buttons. The three main reasons this is my top pick for your iPhone case are: first, its size. It adds very little bulk to your iPhone and feels great in your hand. Second, the buttons work surprisingly well and are a pleasure to use. And third is its durability. The only complaint I've ever received from a friend who I've recommended this case to is that it's a little slippery. If you thought the existing case was slick, then the new transparent finishes probably aren't for you. I've yet to drop it, and it's not so slick that it's a problem for me. However, it's noticeably more slippery than the solid color case. In the end, this is still a fantastic case for your iPhone 6 or 6S, and it's probably just going to come down to color preference. I personally prefer the matte finish of the solid cases, but if you're looking for something a little more flashy, give these new colors a shot. If you want more information on this case, click the eye to see my full review, including a drop test. If you have any questions, leave those in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video review, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. And as always, thanks for watching.